Camera roll action. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. I'm your host Saurav. Today I'm back with another podcast with my another friend Nazia. So Nazia, introduce slightly about yourself to the
Okay,
viewers.
so my name is Nazia. I am Indian, born in India, raised in Japan, and I am a junior year student at Temple University's Japan campus, and I'm majoring in international affairs.
What made you choose international affairs?
So I was basically interested in international law, but there was not a lot of universities that were offering that, and I wanted to study in English, so I chose international affairs, which is kind of a combination of law, political science, and economics.
Okay, it's a kind of combination of law, political
Yes,
science, and
yes,
economics,
yes, and history.
history.
Yes.
Which one do you? I mean,
Mhm.
out of those four,
Mhm.
which one are you like more interested in
I am more interested
and
in
confident in?
international politics.
International
Yes,
politics.
and I really hate history. Yes.
Everyone
Yeah.
hate history, I guess. So, what are your hobbies? Let's start with the slight easier questions.
So in my free time, I really like to watch Korean dramas.
Korean dramas. Wow.
Yes. And besides that, I like driving. I really like to go on a long drive while listening to music. That's all.
With a partner or alone?
I prefer alone sometimes. It really depends on my mood.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you share some of your favorite extracurricular activities that you do in your free time,
I
like in campus? I mean,
on campus. Okay. I don't really participate in any extracurricular activities because I'm really busy with my assignments. But I like the film screening that sometimes happen on campus, and also the dean's distress. I like to go on that. Yeah.
You are part of some Tuesday clubs, right?
Yes, I am a sub leader of a club which is kind of related to international affairs, which is called What's Happening on Earth Club.
Tell us
And
about that club.
so we basically started with weekly meetings on in summer 2022, but for this semester we are kind of changing it to organizing Model United Nation on campus, or also introducing newsletters, and maybe in future starting an international affairs consulting club where we can help international affairs students for their journey on in the university.
I think there is a consulting
Consulting
club,
yes,
in
but I think
Temple.
that's for the business studies.
That's for the business.
Yes,
And you guys are trying to make
for the international affairs
students.
Yes.
I see. Okay, so you're from India.
Yes.
What is the cultural difference between Japan and India?
There are a lot, but one would definitely be how there are always festivals and celebrations and gatherings in India between relatives and friends, and there are maybe because I don't live with my relatives and all, but there are like very limited gatherings in Japan, and also a really big cultural difference in food. Like there are a lot of street foods and spicy foods in India, and Japanese foods are not really that spicy and all.
What is the street food that you miss in Japan?
I miss golgappe.
Yeah,
Yes.
pani puri.
Yes,
Yeah.
and also aloo ki tikki and
Aloo tikki.
yes.
What's that? Aloo?
Aloo is like potato.
Potato ni nani suru tikki. What's that?
Tikki is like a cutlet.
Yes. Fried aloo mitan hanji.
Yeah.
Is it a fried aloo?
It is not a fried. I'll show the photo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Later, okay. So, what is the advice you want to give to the freshmen and the students who want to join Temple University?
For the Temple University, if you are going to apply, I think if you really like Japan and Japanese culture and language, then only you should apply to TUJ. And if not, maybe you will struggle a lot, because I know a lot of students who came to TUJ but they gave up and they suffered a lot because of how Japan is. And yeah, I think you will need to study a lot of Japanese because you will not always be in the university. You need to go out, and in the outside world,
Yeah.
you really need to speak Japanese.
Yeah.
So learn Japanese. That's my advice. Yeah.
So, what is the problem that you face as a university student? Not a problem, yeah. Yeah. Tell us some problem that you face.
Some problem. Okay. Sometimes when you have a lot of assignments and a lot of exams, you will start losing motivation, and sometimes you will feel really depressed.
At that kind of situation, how do you overcome that situation?
I really talk to my friends and family at that time. Yeah. So I think communication
Is important.
is important. Yes.
You share your feelings with your family and
Yes.
friends.
And if I have any issue with assignments or exam, I talk to professors. Professors at Temple really help you. They are really helpful.
Okay. You're third year in Temple, right?
Yes.
Any moment that is memorable till now? Any exciting moment in Temple, or it could be anything in Japan?
I think meeting a lot of Desi people at Temple is the best part because I have been living in Japan for a very long time. But where I live, there are not a lot of people from South Asia. But at Temple, you can meet a lot of South Asian people and you can relate to them by living in Japan. Same as Saurav because he's from Nepal, so
Yeah.
we have a lot of things in common.
Food, everything.
Yes.
Okay. Do you cook? Do you prefer cooking or eating outside?
I prefer cooking because I am Muslim.
Oh, you're
So
Muslim,
there
yeah.
are a lot of restrictions and I need to check a lot of things if I want to eat out, and that's really stressful. So I prefer cooking by myself.
What about buying things? Do you buy from Japanese supermarket or a halal store?
So for the vegetables and like regular groceries, I buy from Japanese supermarkets, and for meat and other stuff, I buy it from any halal supermarkets.
Oh.
Yes.
At the moment, are you doing internship?
Yes, I am doing a credit internship, which is mandatory for international affairs students.
In where? Where are you doing it?
It's a German political foundation.
Was it easy to get that internship or not?
So I had an interview, and it was not that difficult because I practiced my interview with career development office, so it was quite easy for me to do the interview. I don't think it's that difficult to get an internship.
How do you manage time between internship and your studies?
So basically, I divided my days between classes and internship. I do internship on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and on Tuesday and Thursday, I'm taking classes.
Oh, only Tuesday and Thursday.
Yes, so that's why it's from morning to the evening. I have my classes
from in Tuesday and Thursday.
Yes.
And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you do your internship from
Yes.
what
From
time?
10 to 5.
10 to 5. It's like
Yes.
office time.
It is.
You need to go to that thing? I mean, that place or from home?
Yes, yes, I need to go.
You need to go in
Yes.
their office. I see.
It's like basically I am working for them.
You're what? Working?
I'm working. Like it is an internship, but I need to go to office and work.
What is the work culture there?
So because
Is
it's a German place, everyone is really friendly. I mean, I'm not saying like Japanese working culture is really bad, but yeah, everyone is really friendly, and it's like a really small office.
They prefer Japanese or English while
They
working?
prefer English because a lot of people there can't really speak Japanese.
Okay. So you can get an internship in English even in Japan if you want. So in the rapidly changing world, what skills or knowledge do you believe are essential for students to prepare their future career? It's rapidly changing.
Rapidly changing in like what sense?
Like ChatGPT, for example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't use ChatGPT.
Don't use ChatGPT.
I mean, I tried to use it, but it almost never gives you correct answers.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean to say ChatGPT is dumb?
Yes, ChatGPT is dumb. Yes. It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that will be the caption. I mean, the headline.
Okay.
ChatGPT is.
Okay.
Have you tried using though?
I tried it, but no.
No.
Maybe I'm using it wrong or something, but it doesn't really give you correct answer, and it always says like this data is really old. You need to recheck and your facts.
In which subject you tried using ChatGPT?
Not like not like this semester, but last semester I was taking international law class, and in that class you need to learn a lot of laws, and ChatGPT was giving me really wrong facts and wrong numbers for the
Oh,
legal
really?
terms. Yes.
I didn't knew that. Yeah, I've tried using ChatGPT too. Sometimes in writing essay and stuff. It's helpful if you
I mean,
only
it's,
get an idea
yeah, I
from
mean,
that.
it's
Yeah.
it's good to give you a research question or like brainstorming,
Yeah.
but you can't
Get a
yeah,
accurate answer.
yeah, you can't like 100% blindly trust ChatGPT.
Okay. What are your post graduation plans though?
I'm still not really sure, but yeah, I will leave Tokyo.
You'll leave Tokyo?
Yeah, and I will go back to Nagoya, where my family lives, and maybe find a job there.
You hate Tokyo?
I don't hate Tokyo, but it's really hard to live in Tokyo because it's always so crowded and it's really expensive also to live. Yes.
Compared to Nagoya?
Yes, it is.
How expensive is it compared to Nagoya?
So if I talk about the rent, you can find the one room and kitchen around like Sankara Yoma.
In Nagoya?
Yes, like 30,000 to 40,000.
And in
I
Japan?
think in Tokyo it's really hard to find anything below 70,000.
How much do you pay for an apartment?
I pay around 80,000 something.
80,000?
Yes, because it's like a dorm and you get furniture and refrigerator, everything. So
in a dorm?
yes.
Okay. Any last advice to the students, to the viewers, who are watching this podcast? Last words.
Okay, let me think.
Being an IA major, anything.
Being an IA major, I think.
What's important?
So, because I study a lot about democracy and world peace and all, I think, and also like about world problems.
What are the okay? Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. What are the world problems, like recent world problems?
So it's definitely
we are just
climate change. One is the climate change, and I would say a decrease in democracy and wars, such as like Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah.
And obviously nuclear energy, not nuclear energy, nuclear power. No.
What do you think? When will the war end of Russia and Ukraine?
I don't know.
And,
yeah, I don't know.
Is India having a problem with any country?
I mean, India has been having problem with China for a
For
very
decades.
long time.
And Pakistan, I guess.
Yeah, and Pakistan. But I think tension between India and China is a lot more
Intense.
Yes, because both countries are really powerful and China's military is really powerful. Yes.
What kind of problem they are having?
Like border disputes.
And what are the ways, what are the suggestions that you can think of?
I don't really want to talk about political things.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Okay, viewers, that was Nazia again. Nice to talk to you though. And thank you for accepting my request.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I hope this podcast will help someone.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Arigato. Yeah, he's good. He's good. How is the angle, Toka? Iter? Good.
Can you show the angle?
Oh.